Today, the Galaxy Z Fold5 came. I did go ahead and get the Z Fold5 just so you could have an idea of if you have a Z Fold4, if you should be upgrading this, if you're planning on getting into the Z Fold series, should you get the Z Fold5 or should you save a little money and get the Z Fold4? I'm going to open that up for you and give you an idea of my first impressions. Let's jump right in. What do we have here? Wow, get up to 40% off your Galaxy family. Now that is kind of tempting because I could get the Flip and test it out and let you all know how it is. And my girlfriend has been interested in me in the Flip phone, so that could be something. I just have to determine if I'm willing to spend the money. The packaging that Samsung is putting on this product, I don't know what it is. It gives me a little bit of a dopamine hit every single time. One thing that I did forget to mention is I got not only the Galaxy Z Fold5, but I did get the S Pen case. I really am excited to try out this iteration of the S Pen. If you've watched any of my videos, you know I have big hands. I'm very curious how thin and narrow they made the S Pen. I liked the Chonk pen, it was just a little slick, but I'm curious what this iteration is going to hold. S Pen case. Oh, I also got a screen protector because on my Z Fold5 I didn't use a screen protector and figured that I should take better precautions with my phone. We're gonna flip it over. Ooh, do not accept if seal is broken. Well, it is time to break the seal. First piece down. Wowza. Alrighty, let's see if there's anything on the top that we need to be aware of. Inside of the top here, we have this. And what does this include? Wow. You were not expecting that. And, oh, we got a USB-C to USB-C charging cord and a nice quick start guide. Lift this bad boy up. We don't have anything in here. We've got, ooh, it's wrapped. One thing I will say, right off the rip here, the camera notches look taller. Yeah, they definitely are taller, look. Oh, I wonder if it's because they did that in order to make the profile of the phone a little bit narrower. But you can definitely see the notches on the camera are way higher. And we're gonna open her up. Ooh. Some sticky paper. Oh shit. Oh, was I can never tell if I'm supposed to rip something or not. Oh my god, it's like repeating my unboxing from last year all over again. As you can tell, this screen looks a lot prettier than this screen does. Make sure, yeah. So this is the Z Fold5, this is the Z Fold4. Mind how oily and disgusting that is. That's just because I am oily and disgusting despite having been on Accutane. Now, the profile, the major advertisement is that this is significantly slimmer. And if we hold them side by side, I can feel a difference in the weight. It is a noticeable difference. Do I think it's gonna be a burden carrying this around? The whole 10 extra grams compared to this. Maybe if you're really into bulky cases, that might cause you some issues, but realistically, not expecting that to hurt or threaten your experience. Here's the hinge. Here is the hinge on this one. You can see, again, it really doesn't make that much of a difference. It didn't fully close. If you can see that, there is still a small gap at the top. Let's see. I can almost position that so I can see through it. This one I can pretty easily set myself up to see through. So I mean, in terms of protection from dust and debris, this one is probably going to do better. If I look at the profiles while I lay them down on here, they weren't kidding. It is a very, very small shift in how thick it is. And in all honesty, I think most of that comes from the drop in the hinge. Let's go ahead, boot her up. Maybe we'll boot her up. There we go. Ooh, she's loading. She's loading. Honestly, I can tell you that, I mean, I can pick them up. The phones are definitely slightly different in weight, but this is, I mean, oh, hey, another change they didn't highlight. They changed where the sound comes out, the speakers. But I mean, almost every part of the profile is the same, aside from that. I mean, we've got everything in same locations. Everything is the same size. Yeah, I can tell you, based on first impressions, you're really not going to be missing out on a ton if you get the Z Fold4 instead of the Z Fold5. That's just my honest first impression. I spent, this doesn't have the receipt, but I believe I spent $860 out of pocket because I traded my Z Fold4 in and got $1,000 credit. I would probably just stick with the Z Fold4. I know I've been setting myself up for that, but I definitely wanted to go in with an open mind. I just think the changes are so negligible that for this iteration of the phone, I am going Z Fold4, waiting until there are bigger improvements. I am going to go ahead and have to see if I do notice any differences between the two phones while I am going through and testing them. But first impressions, straight out of the box, there's really a lot left to be desired from the experience. I mean, the box looks great. The phone still looks great. It's a great looking phone. It's really cool. It has a wow factor, but I definitely would have loved to see some differences here. I do think from a software perspective, Samsung is still the way to go, but the Pixel Fold does make a good argument for itself by thickening that outside screen, making it more functional. Those are my honest opinions. Those are my honest first impressions. Let me know what you think about the phone in the comments below. Are you going to get the Z Fold5? Are you going to get the Z Fold4? Are you going to launch yourself over to the Pixel because, hey, you know what? The Pixel's got a wider screen. I want to test out the wider screen because Dakota says he's got big thumbs. Thank you so much again for watching, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day.